Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video reaction. Me, where if you like, comment, subscribe, or support any type of any will be. So we back again with another video on
Juliana! Juliana, come here.
And Jordan. So Juliana was in a car and she was singing, and Devall told her that she couldn't sing. She ended up reaching out to her mama, who then had to come in a situation to actually stick up for her and tell Devall, can he stop being mean to her and let her sing. Let's get into that clip. So Juliana's message is in the gray and Renee's is in the blue. So she reached out to her mom. She said, Mommy. She said, daughter. She said, Daddy won't let me sing. He's telling me to shut up. She said, what? Can't call him and tell him to let me sing. She said, what type of stuff is that? Let me talk to him. Put him on the text. So then Juju ends up calling her mama. Let's get into that.
He said he told me stop singing.
Put him on the phone.
Right. I told you stop singing.
Juliana, man.
Mommy, I told her to stop singing. And then Daddy...
Hello.
Screaming to the top of your lungs.
I wasn't screaming.
What, Devall, do you think you can let my baby sit in peace, please?
Do you think your baby could stop being so fucking dramatic?
Yeah, stop dramatic. Mommy, she doesn't let us snap. She doesn't let us make sound with our lips. She doesn't let us...
Exactly.
Mommy, I wasn't screaming.
Devall, why are you so mean?
He just got the car. Yeah, she's crying. She's being dramatic.
Daddy's gonna... Because Daddy's on the radio. He's trying to put it up whenever I'm going to sing. I was just singing Hamilton.
What Hamilton song were you singing, Juliana?
Bird.
How does it go?
Published the letters he wrote me. He told the whole world how he brought this girl into our bed, including your name. Yeah.
Now this was a wholesome moment because Renee actually did call Devall and get on to him about him not letting her sing, but for Jacey to be saying in this video, oh, I was telling her don't sing. Juliana, I told you to be quiet. Juliana, I told you to be quiet. So I'm not sure if Devall told her to be quiet because Jacey wanted her to be quiet, or if Devall was telling her to be quiet because he wanted her to be quiet. But either way, she said he kept turning up the radio when she was getting ready to sing, then turned back around. He's saying because she stopped being so effing dramatic. Devall is so weird because, like I said, he never has this energy for the kids that are not biologically his. I don't understand how you could be a piss poor dad to an actual child that's biologically yours, and an amazing dad to ones that aren't. I don't care what nobody says. Like, was it really needed for all of that? And Renee has to get on the phone and tell Juju to sing the song and tell her how it goes. This was a wholesome moment, like I said, on Renee's part. I'm going to give her a plus for that, okay? If this right here, she stood up for Juju. She actually allowed Juju to sing her song, make sure she was finished singing her song, and then said, did you get it all out? Did you get all your jitters out? And it's just absolutely insane. I don't see how you could sit there and know that your child is upset and all you worried about is talking about she's dramatic, not how she actually feels. Yes, Juju cries. Yes, Juju is looking for somebody to stick up for her, but you also have to think of there's other ways she could be expressing herself, and she is trying to express herself the best way that she knows how, without getting yelled at, without probably getting popped or anything of the sort like that. So when you sit back and say she's just effing dramatic, when Renee says, can you let my baby sing in peace? He said, can you tell your baby to stop being so effing dramatic? Are you serious right now? Devall, I haven't ever seen him talk to Jaelyn like that. I haven't ever seen him talk to Jeremy like that. I haven't ever seen him sit back and talk to Jacey like that. You know what I have seen though? A lot of videos where Jaelyn was crying, where Jaelyn was doing the dramatics. I'm messing with me because no. And Devall sticks up for Jaelyn against Jeremy. But when your daughter is crying in your face and it's because you hurt her feelings, you're not apologizing and saying, look, Juju, can you just quiet down? Or, Juju, you are a little bit loud. Can you, can we meet in the middle? That's a whole lot different than just sitting here saying she's effing dramatic and chopping it up as that. You're not seeming like her safe space. I'm not understanding this here. What do y'all think about this situation? Like, do y'all think that I'm tripping, or y'all think the way that he talked about her right in front of her and tell her that she's screaming at the top of her lungs when she's singing? I've heard Juju sing from the videos, and Juju doesn't sound horrible to me. Juju doesn't seem to be bothering me. And if you have the radio loud, of course she's going to sing loud, because why? She probably cannot hear herself, just like a lot of people cannot hear themselves, so they just sing not even realizing they're loud. It's no different than when you have headphones in and you might be singing thinking you singing real low, the whole time you're singing really loud, and to other people again it's loud, but to you it's not. But Devall, I don't know, he never seems to be that person that tries to or cares about seeing Juju happy. Every time that I think about this situation, like right now, like this specific video or like other videos where I see him just doing stuff, it always takes me back to that day when it was her birthday and he came over there and he was like it was time to give her gifts, and he was like, I gave you the best gift. And he was empty handed, and the best gift was supposed to be her being here in this world, but he don't treat her like that, or he probably don't even make her feel like that, and he don't even seem to appreciate her being here. I think about the times when he went up and addressed Jacey and was like, hi Jacey, and then Juju had to stand there looking in awe and saying, Daddy, I'm here, to let him know that she was even standing there in his presence. I don't know. It's just so much stuff, and Devall is going to need somebody to take care of him when he gets old. I don't care what the situation may be, but 9 times out of 10, he's gonna end up needing Juju, and he's gonna end up needing Kamadria. He's gonna end up needing somebody, and I'll guarantee you, a lot of parents, the child they put on that high pedestal, when it's time for them to need something or need somebody, those are typically not the kids that are even there for them. The kids that they treated badly, the kids that they made feel some type of way, those are typically the kids that end up still being there, and that those parents have to come back and be like, dang. Or those are the kids that they end up needing, and those kids ain't there for them. I don't like the way that they treat Juju. I don't. And you might catch Renee sticking up for Juju right now, and I'm gonna give her credit for this video. I am. I'm giving her credit for this video. You may catch her sticking up for Juju every once in a while. You may catch Devall sticking up for Juju every once in a while. You may catch them both sticking up for Juju against other people. But right here, Devall, like, I don't know how much sadder he gets every single time. How do you make a little girl feel like you don't know if she felt like she wants to be a singer, and you just discouraged that and ruined that for her because you don't think about how you could affect her, nor probably don't even care, and that's why he continued to do it. A parent, a real parent who sees that their child is emotional, is going to stop. A parent that actually cares about how their child feels is going to stop telling her over and over that she is singing at the screaming, not even singing, screaming at the top of her lungs. A parent that actually cares about their child's feelings is not going to keep on going when they see that their child is emotional and feels some type of way. You didn't hear an apology. You didn't see him stop. You didn't see him care. All he's saying is she's being effing dramatic right in front of her presence. I don't think this is a way to talk about your child, in the direction of your child, to your child, any of that. I don't know. I don't know how many times I could say it. Devall is a piss poor parent, and he's not going to beat those allegations. I gave credit for them sticking up for Juju when it comes down to the school situation. I gave an apology for assuming about the hairstyle. But what you won't get me to do is to everything that Devall is a great parent when you see him through these videos. Because you also have to remember, this is the same man who sat up there and talked about his son not catching the football and saying that his son's head wasn't in the right headspace, and his son told him that, and then proceeded to sit at a table with Jaelyn and laugh about Jordan's grades being low and him not having a great grade point average. This is the same person who understood that his son wasn't in the right headspace, and he cared more about his son not catching the ball and him going back and watching the videos instead of talking to his son and caring about that. Sat at the table and literally laughed with Jaelyn about his son's grades, and him possibly, and Jaelyn making comments about his son getting ready to get put off the football team. Devall is a piss poor parent, and I don't care what nobody else says. He shouldn't even have kids. But that's the end of this video. Thank y'all for all the likes, the shares, the comments. Welcome all my new subscribers. See y'all next video.